you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be tapping into the collective energy of the Akashic records. If you clicked on this video, that means that you know. I'm hoping you know what they are, and if you don't, I'm not going to go in detail about them. But I will say they're records where I would say it's like something that's in the ether. It's the energy where information is contained of all wisdom. All wisdom, think of all the wisdom in the world. And not only that, it's technical, it's scientific, or it's also our past lives. It's also our future what's could be our potential future as well. So there's so much there. Reason why I'm doing this reading, at first I thought I was going to explore this. I got a download. I'll just share with you about it. So just bear with me through it all. So I had gotten this deck, the Akashic Tarot, and I had done a meditation and did some stuff with it, and I went to go pick up the box and put it away. And I don't know if you guys ever saw the show Charmed, and one of the girls in it, she gets premonitions when she touches things, and it felt like that. And I got this download, and I just started writing all this stuff, and it was telling me to start doing readings on the records, and to start with this deck, Keepers of the Light. And the reason why they told me to Keepers of the Light, to use that, it's who is guiding us right now. And so who is guiding us for the collective right now is for our higher learning. It says, you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required for further progress. So when you're tapping into the Akashic records, you go inwards. You either tap in through meditation, you tap in through your intuition. You also could do it through astral traveling. You also could do it through lucid dreaming. You also could do it through shamanic journeys. If you do journeys, you can do it that way. There is multiple ways. I tend to tap in it through my journeys. I do get dreams. And I do journeys. So, and when I do my personal readings for people, I actually do meditate. And I didn't know at the time when I was meditating, when I was dropping down into my meditation space, that I was actually, those places I was going are parts of the records. And so when I was saying I'm connecting my higher self to your higher self, if you've ever had a personal reading from me, I was tapping into those records, and that's how I got the information. And sometimes people are wondering how I know something, and it's there. I'm getting it from the record. The universe is giving me this information because it's going to help progress you. And another one that came out is Lady Venus, and when she's been following me a lot, downloads and understanding. She's about truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So those are the guides that we're working with today. Today I was giving you an example of how this reading would go, because I'm going to start doing these for the collective. I was going to tap into the records for myself, but this morning I pulled Ishtar for my goddess card, for my oracle card, and my daily card was the Ace of Pentacles. So, and Ishtar was telling me it's not about myself right now, it's about the collective. And that was actually nailed in later, because I went and did a quick lesson before my meditation and before this. And the person said, well, he says, I'm getting a message about when you're tapping into the records that you don't have to be tapping in for yourself. It's not about you. It's right now you could be looking at a collective message about how the world can heal currently, and looking at the records, like looking from things in the past. And so I was just like, okay, now I know I am supposed to bring in this collective message. So this is a collective message. So there might be something in there that as you're healing yourself, as you're doing healing work in general, something that might help you from the records. Okay. So right now, these are the two guides that are guiding us through this. Next, I was told from not, when I told you I had that premonition, I was told to read with the tarot, and I was given specific decks. And the reason why I think I was given these decks, because these decks are more one's on is about ancestors. I'm gonna put these. I'm just gonna sit these on top because of my camera situation. Okay, we're just gonna pull 3. They want us to know about temperance, and the Gaian tarot, and then yesterday all of a sudden I got another one that came in. And it's the Oso tarot. So those are the 3 tarots that I will be using when I start doing these messages. I have no longer will be doing my pick a card readings because I've been told not to do them anymore for now. So we'll see. This is where I'm headed at the moment. Queen of Staffs. And this 4 of Swords. So this message that I was wanting to get into, talk about, was for the collective, was healing. Like I said, how can we be healers? And first, we have to bring temperance within ourselves. We have to be able to be balanced within ourselves. We have to be grounded, but also in a place where we're connected to our emotional bodies. Because if you can kind of see, one of her foot is in the water, right? Give me a second. I had the dog was doing something and I had to move something. Sorry. Okay, go back to I'm trying to channel, so. You have to be part of the earth, but also connected to the higher realms, which your emotional body can connect to that. But your feet, you have to stay grounded, because sometimes our emotions can overflow and get the best of us, and then we pour out too much in one way and not the other. So we have to remember we are here on this earth. So when we are pulling in these emotions or these feelings of healing ourselves and healing others around us, we have to stay grounded and we have to stay connected to ourselves, our bodies. Even though it's just, our body is it's our avatar, yes. It's our avatar. And our soul is within our body. We have to stay grounded. Another thing I will bring up, and I had in my meditation before, was because I thought about the souls and the souls being in a circle and in a classroom. And in this classroom, being told that we need to move away from, I know a lot of us probably are into astrology as well. And so if you're here, you're probably working towards your North Node. And sometimes we can get confused or not understanding when we're using the tropical astrology. The reason why the tropical astrology is based on the Western view of things, and we're moving out of the Western view of things. We are moving into an age of Aquarius, so we're moving. So you need to start moving into this. I think it's called the Sidral or the Vedic astrology, and so. Okay. My dog is going to go crazy, so I'm getting up to close my window. Okay. And so going and changing astrology, in which I personally had to do myself. I will give this to you as experience so you guys will know. I was using the tropical, and I am it set me at and everyone was like, that's so weird, that's, you don't seem like it, like my sun sign being a Leo. No, I didn't, and I didn't feel it either. And then my moon being Aries, and I did not fit any of those things. My big things did not fit, but my smaller planets did. And when I changed it over and looked at the other system in astrology, my smaller planets still stayed pretty much the same, and I understood those, and I got those. They stayed the same, and my rising sign stayed the same, and I understood my rising sign, but I never could understand my moon and my sun because I was not those things. And once I changed, they changed too. When I changed the systems, I changed into my sun sign being Cancer, and my moon sign being Pisces, which would fit, would I understand those much better and see how I do fit in those. But my smaller things, my other planets, still stayed the same, and my houses kind of changed, and I understood my houses better, and so I had to be pushed to that place. So I'm telling you this story about me because I think some of you are going to have to change your systems when it comes to your astrology if you're not getting it, and you're like, I'm doing the work, but I can't get to my North Node, or I feel like I'm not in my North Node. It keeps saying that I'm doing stuff in my South Node, but I'm not. I'm really doing the healing. I'm really doing the work. Well, it's saying that you're using a system that it's a patriarchal system. It is. That's what the tropical is. It is, because it's the Western view of things. It's the I'm going to say it's the very do masculine things, and we are not. We're going away from that right now. We're moving into more of a softer feminine energy, which the systems are different. And so with this softer energy, that's why I have this Queen of Staffs here. Yeah, and it's taking that feminine energy, but also being very strong in it and letting it come to the forefront. And it's stepping into your power, and she's looking forward. So and so is Temperance. So in your present right now, presently being balanced, but not only being balanced, but stepping into your power as well, and bringing in that fire energy, but bringing it in a feminine form. And what this does is that Four of Swords, it brings in healing, which we need healing. We need rest. We know when it's time to take a break. And the beautiful thing about this, I'm going to lift this one up, is you can kind of look in this Four of Swords. Do you see how I was talking about The feminine energy is at the forefront, is in the present. And if you kind of look, these are more masculines, and we're moving away from that. They're going through the door. We're moving away from that energy. We are trying to, I personally would say it's more of a, Mother Gaia is kind of leading us to take care of the earth. And that feminine energy is a lot more nurturing to the earth, because the feminine energy is the energy that births things in. And I'm not talking about just like a pregnancy birth, like birthing in children. I'm talking about birthing in businesses, birthing in, a healthier conscious, birthing in new ideas that is going to move our world in a better way, and heal things that are broken in our world that need to be nurtured. And yes, there are things we did need, that masculine energy to build up things. I'm not going to say we did not need it, because that it brought the structure and it brought the groundedness, but we stayed too grounded and we did not flow. And so this feminine energy is here now to help us, help with the stability that we created, to bring in this flow, to bring in what was broken down, what was looked at as weak. It's not weak, it's very strong. And we have to keep telling ourselves that the feminine energy is not weak. It's very strong, it's very nurturing, and we need that energy just as much as we need that masculine energy. That masculine energy is there, but we need to build up the feminine energy on top of that right now. Okay, so now I'm going to, that deck I said I had, the Akashic World. It's the Akashic World Tarot, kind of. It's the Akashic Tarot, but it is not built like tarot. So I'm going to pull a few cards for it to see any messages that we need to see as a collective that will help us. And then I'm going to end it with an oracle card that I was told to pull to help guide us as well, okay? So let's see. I'm seeing two, so I'm going to get two from here. Do you give me two, or do I need to pull two, please? Okay. It's going to have me pull two. We have 8 of Keys. I'm laughing because in my meditation, the Queen of Strolls. Oh, that's beautiful. In my meditation, I had a key to get through a door. With the 8 of Keys, it's interesting because it's purple, and the door I ended up going through was a purple door. So, but I did not, when I opened the door, I did not go to the door. I had to keep opening doors, and I ended somewhere else for meditation, for a message for myself. Then when I came back to do the meditation again, when I dropped in, it asked me right away, it says, where's your key? That's the first thing it said. It said, where's your key? And I had the key in the box, and that's when I went to the classroom with the souls, and the souls having a hard time mastering things or coming to terms with things. With this card of the Master Artisan, we talk about there's this workshop and it's very busy, and there's workbenches, and it's like the classroom. Yeah, it was like the classroom that I went in with the souls. And there was this main soul, and he was teaching these other artisans, And this card indicates that you have the opportunity to offer your talents, your purpose, your gifts to the world, making a contribution to many. Don't be shy and don't hold back. What you have to share, it's not the time to hide your light under a basket. And personally, I I know this message is for me as well, because I'm supposed to come forth, but I was told this is a collective message, so I'm not the only one who's supposed to be out shining light. You are supposed to be shining light wherever your gifts are at, and whatever that is, it's supposed to be coming out. And I'm hearing to let that flow out. Whatever that light is, it needs to come out. It's time. It's time. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Strolls, which this would be, to me, this is the records. It's like finding a stroll that you need. You know, you're like, okay, this is my stroll. Because when you're in the Akashic records, you get to it's multiple things there. When you land there, you land in different places. You can land where there's strolls, where there's history, where you can look at things from your past, or look at things within the future, or look at things. Also, contract. I did hear contract. This could be a contract that you need to look over. It could be a present contract that comes your way, or it could be your life purpose contract, like what you signed up for. So if it relates to this card, it's saying you signed up to be a light. You signed up to lead these souls that were lost, that needed help, that were younger than you. You signed up. This was your contract. And it's showing up here. If I'm looking in the book, because like I said, this deck is not like the regular tarot, so it's nice to go in and look at things from the perspective of the book, because of the information what we're trying to pull. And this is the Queen of Strolls is a woman of higher mind who you may already know or have to meet. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way, or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. Okay, so that's beautiful. And that I can relate to that. And so if you want to connect with this, it says, close your eyes and feel the Queen of Strolls approach. As she hands you a stroll, your greater mind awakens and feel the sparkling balance there. So finding someone who you can connect with more to deepen your level of what you're supposed to bring forth. Also to help you expand and expansion, because you are supposed to be doing this. This is something you're supposed to be doing. It is your path, okay? And if you're here, and if you've made it this long, thank you for staying. And thank you for listening and hearing me through. I appreciate it. So, what we're going to do is get our oracle to finish this off with. We have friendship. And it reminds me, it does remind me of the Three of Cups, right? And it's like connection. Connection is going to help you bring your gifts forward more. Connection is going to help you be the light that you need to be. And right now, maybe it is just through friendship that you are doing some work that you're supposed to do. Maybe you're fulfilling some contracts you're supposed to fulfill through friendships that you come across. And maybe that's a mark off from your contract. Like I wrote in this lifetime that I'm going to connect with certain people so that I can help them level into a different way. I can help them heal in a different way. I can bring healing to them, and then they can go forth and do what they need to do. And so through friendship, I think it's going to help you boost yourself forward into a higher level of these 8 of keys. And remember, you're being led by Lady Venus, and you have guides that are helping you. So right now, and it's also I went back to this 4 of Swords. Also, if you're needing to do healing yourself, give yourself a break. I'm hearing give yourself a timeout. It's okay to take a rest. It's okay. If you need a break, take that break. And go forth in that way. It's interesting that last card closed off with friendship. And I feel like this reading is something, it's a seed, because it's my Ace of Pentacles that I was supposed to plant, but at the same time I don't feel like it's a seed. And so I hope this came to it planted a seed in someone else, so that it is for the greater good of Earth.